Right, Fallout 3. Back to Raven Rock. Pick up where we left off. So we got the Gek and got captured by the Enclave.
You're awake. Let's keep this nice and simple. You're going to tell me the code for that purifier, and you're going to tell me now. I'll tell you what's going on here. You lost. The good guys won this one, and now we're just wrapping up loose ends. We've got the purifier, now we just need the code to start it. You're going to give me that code now, and save us all a lot of trouble. Maybe I'll even let you go. So how about it? You know why. We can't start the purifier without it. The longer the purifier isn't running, the more people suffer. Now I'm running out of patience, son. I want that code, and I want it now. Very well. We'll just verify that now. This is Colonel Autumn. Are your men in place, soldier?
Affirmative, sir. Standing by for code transmission.
Your code is 704. Repeat, 704. Confirm and enter.
Copy, 704. Stand by, sir. Entering code
Can I go now?
Negative, sir. The code's no good. I just lost another man.
Why do you insist on making things difficult? Maybe I should start shooting. How much blood you think you can afford to lose before you tell me what I want to know?
Colonel, I have need of you.
Mr. President, I have no time for other matters. I'll be with you shortly.
Now, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
Ah, alone at last. I do apologize for Colonel Autumn's attitude. He's been under a great deal of stress lately. I've no doubt that you know who I am. I'm sure you've heard my radio broadcasts. I'd like to have a word with you face to face. I think there are a few things that you and I should discuss. You'll find your possessions in the locker near the door. I'll unlock the way for you. And I'll unlock your restraints as well. I'll be waiting for you in my office. Please don't tarry.
Okay, what about the guards though? They could at least let me keep my pants. There it is.
Hold it right there. You're supposed to be in that holding cell. You're not going anywhere. There's a full complement of guards in the next room. As soon as I get them, you're going back to your cell. In a body bag, if necessary. Just make sure he knows I was real strict with you, okay?
Why is that guy's eyes just glowing orange?
My uniform on backwards this time.
Attention to all Raven Rock personnel. This is your president speaking. I've invited our guests from Vault 101 to my office. Continue down this hallway and make a left feet in. Progress. Thank you for your cooperation.
Hello. If you're supposed to be meeting the president, then go do it. Get away from me.
Brahmin skulls, ghouls, super mutant.
Hey.
Goodbye.
Attention! This is Colonel Autumn. You are hereby ordered to ignore the President's previous directive.
The prisoner from Vault 101 is to be shot on sight. I repeat.
I better get out of this room.
Sight. This is an order.
And maybe we better put on the Chinese cell suit.
Fall back! Got nothing here. Fall back!
Fall back!
Well then, Colonel Autumn is an asshole. Oh, I guess it's time to shoot up the place.
Enemy located! Security breach!
Oh, they got a nice mess hall up here. Yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to go this way. I want to keep exploring this floor. I like the fact that guy's so friendly. Hey, what are you doing here?
They're not who they say they are. Get out while you can, before they get you too.
How the hell did he get captured from Megaton? Why is there a blood spatter in here? Oh, because this is where I shot the place up.
Standing down from alert. Retreating! Target located.
Fall back!
10-4. Going for firing.
Right in the face.
Fire!
I guess the Enclave ain't so civilized or unified if the Colonel can make everyone decide to shoot me in the face. Oh, there's a rat roach under the... I think we've explored everything on this floor. Alright, Raiden Rock level 2.
Fall back to regroup! Standing down from alert. Standing down. Fall back to regroup!
Fall back! Security breach!
Yo, why? More ghoul corpses and a death claw. Yeah, that was an energy cell. Need that for this gun.
You? What are you doing here?
Wait, what are you doing here?
They captured me. Brought me here from Project Purity. I didn't want to help them at first, but the technology they have here, it... Of course. You've seen the kind of technology these people have. They want to help people. They want to change the wasteland. I couldn't pass up an opportunity to work in an environment like this. Look, it's not personal. Really, it's not. But Dr. Lee, she's scraping by. She's scavenging for parts in the wastes. The Enclave has everything it needs. Working here is my best chance to help make the world a better place.
You didn't know I just shot up the place.
I'm sorry you see it that way. You should go.
I'll just tell everybody you betrayed us. See how far you get in the waste then. Remember. Got it. Grenade. Armor. Gun. We need to find Colonel Autumn's room. See, he has the bobblehead in it. And it is the only bobblehead chance I can get to get this bobblehead. Is that a missile?
Enemy reacquired. Code red. Enemy reacquired. Code red.
What's in the center tube? It does look like a missile. Someone needs a better computer. There it is. Shit. Right, we can move on now from Raven's Rock. Someone's got a fancy office.
Ah, face to face at last. It's high time we met. I'm quite pleased you were able to make it. The trip was not what I had intended, but serves as an adequate test of your abilities. right here before you. How very open-minded of you. Kudos for embracing the reality of the situation, rather than railing against it. Let's get to brass tacks, shall we? There are some things I'd like to talk to you about.
Alright. Well, I'm listening.
Our nation's capital is at a crossroads. The path that you and I choose here today will affect us all. I need you to act on my behalf to ensure that our country's future is secured. My abilities to influence the world are limited at this time. I alone can only do so much. You, however, may come and go as you please. You have a greater degree of freedom. Perhaps it's best if I explain why things need to change, and why I'd like you to act on my behalf. Our land is ravaged by mutation. The war was so many years ago, and yet we still suffer from its effects. We cannot move forward until humanity can gain a solid foothold in the world. To do so, we must rid ourselves of the mutations that have plagued us for so long. These super mutants, ghouls, hideous creatures. I believe your father's work can do that in a way unlike any other. The purifier your father helped create has the ability to provide clean water to the whole of this capital wasteland. With a simple modification, it can be used to distribute agents that destroy mutated creatures upon ingestion. In time, we could eliminate all mutations in the wasteland. At the same time, the good people of the world regain their health. I need you. In front of you will be a vial of modified FEV virus. It can be inserted into the control console for the purifier. Doing so will inject it into the water supply, and the purifier will take care of the rest. You just need the code to activate the purifier.
I'll give it some thought.
I understand. It's an unusual request, one I wouldn't make if it weren't of the utmost importance. Please understand that I cannot... Ah, yes, Colonel Autumn, my trusted subordinate. I'm sure you've noticed that Colonel Autumn and I do not see eye to eye these days. Figuratively speaking, of course. The good Colonel and I disagree on how best to approach the problem of the wasteland. He feels my methods are too extreme. He's allowed his humanity to cloud his objectivity. And now that he is publicly countermanding my orders, I can no longer rely on him. And so, I turn to you. I hope that you are able to... And of course, if you're successful, there's a place for you in the Enclave. Perhaps you could succeed the Colonel as my confidant. And why would I do that when I'm... Perhaps. Yes, I suppose it is. Very well. You shall have your wish. Once you've left, I'll put an end to the Enclave. I cannot stop Colonel Autumn, however. I suppose, then, that this is goodbye. You'll have to see yourself out. I have preparations to make.
That's the end of President Eden, which, like the Master in Fallout 1, you could talk to death. I just also want to point out to him the fact that, like, 99% of everybody alive in the waste is already mutated. Only people in the vaults would survive. There would literally be no one left. Even some of the Enclave troops are radiation. Alright, let's get the hell out of here.
Open fire!
Leroy! Made it. And the best part about this is Fox is here with a Gatling laser.
My friend! I see I found you at last! I knew you had survived, and I had hoped to assist in your rescue, to repay my debt to you. Yes, and the most fascinating one at that. Whoa, this technology is amazing! I saw your capture, and a little cleverness allowed me to follow your captors. I only wish I could have arrived sooner to aid your escape. As I owe you my freedom, I felt it was only fair that I return the favor. After all, I know no one else in this world. My friend, I would be honored to follow a hero such as yourself.
But Fox is the best, the highest. Oh, there goes Raven's Rock as well. Yeah, so Fox is. You need a high positive karma to get him to follow you. And Anna Holst, the scientist who I think actually is the one who betrayed us and alerted the Enclave, is dead. That's why I left her live, because I knew this place was gonna blow. Either way, that's the end of the Enclave. Now we must make the trek all the way across the wastelands. And we have Fox with us so we can walk. Plus I want to walk as well just so I can get these map markers that are up here. I prefer Fox. They just gave him the super mutant voice lines just for his combat. Oh, there's an albino rat scorpion down there that just destroyed that deathclaw. There's Fox. And because he is that Gatling laser, he's freaking awesome.
What's the big idea?
And this is where you can get the dart gun.
I've got half a mind to salvage it. Broken when we found it. You see these all over nowadays. I wonder what it means.
They're Enclave iBots. That's what it means. Alright, let's head to this array down here. For a minute there, I thought that rat scorpion was alive. I will admit though, I will sometimes think Fox is an enemy about to, a super mutant about to attack me. Alright, I'll get this map marker and then we'll head back, we'll teleport to the Citadel. For a minute there, I didn't know what it was. I thought they were just raiders. Makes sense. The Enclave would be here. Damn it. But it would make sense the Enclave are out here because this area is right next to their base of operations. No, I think we should just head north. Head north and just get this last map marker unlocked. The SATCOM array NWSL5. OSL3. So that's pretty much everything for this area to waste anyway. And to be honest, it's just basically to pad time until... Like I said, the best thing about Fox is, even on, like, pre-broken steel, he's tanky as fuck. And with broken steel installed, he's basically immortal, I think. Especially now that I'm level 30. He has, like, so much health. Him and dog meat. The human, companions don't, like, they can die pretty easily, I think. Oh, I'm actually out of ammo for the pistol. Forgot the pistol doesn't take, The pistol doesn't use one bullet, it uses, I think, 5 or 2. I'm gonna go using this gun. Where's Fox? There he is. He's stuck on that rock. Company. Ow, dicks. Got him. Right then, onward to the next one, which is the triple array over here. We can teleport to the power station and just walk.
Over here!
Tell these talent company bastards.
Okay, who's next?
Alright, let's head west. I think this is the satellite array that has, I believe, raiders at the top. Yeah, I can see the raiders now. You can see the bodies hanging off as well. So I got that going for us.
In all things, the calm heart must prevail.
Hang on, doorbell. Right, now that noise at the doorbell stopped it. Let's just get this map marker and get the hell out of here. Alright, we got the map marker. Can I teleport down to the Citadel? No. Enemies nearby. I should be far enough now that I can just teleport. Yep, there we go. Onward to the Citadel. Alright, don't shoot the super mutant. He's with me. He is awesome. And you should deal with it.
Welcome. Loud and proud from Galaxy News Radio. We interrupt our regulation.
Nice.
All I'm saying is, the longer we sit here, the more time they have to shore up their defenses. We should hit them sooner rather than later.
We barely have the manpower to keep the Citadel fortified. We've been over this before, Sarah.
So we just wait until they decide we're next on the list? If the Pride goes in now, we might have a chance.
And if you fail, then what? The risk is not worth the reward.
I agree. Without the Gek, the Purifier is useless to the Enclave anyway. They may give up before long.
I don't like it.
You don't have to like it, Sarah. You just have to follow orders.
Yes, Father.
So, you're back. We had feared both you and the Gek were lost. Were you successful?
You think I am unaware? We've watched the build-up around the facility for the last week. Has something new happened? Then we must go at once. If you have any other information, tell me now before we mobilize. Any help you can give might save lives. I see. And where is this virus now? Thank you. I'll see to it that it's disposed of properly once the scribes have had time to analyze it. Perhaps we have underestimated the Enclave. Sarah may be right. An attack may be necessary now.
If the Enclave has the Gek, there's nothing stopping them from starting the Purifier. They'll figure out the code eventually.
Gotcha, Crouton! Hit the showers, Frenchie!
Why is the sound just after stopping? Alright. Alright, remember the group. I'm just going to save and quit just to get the sound back working.
We're going to go over it one more time. The Pride is on me. The goal is Project Purity, but we can't get into the facility with those energy fields up. Rothschild and Lee say this robot should be able to take down the energy fields. So we're on fire support. We stay close to the thing, keep it clear, and get it to where it needs to go. Once the fields are down, we head straight for the facility. We'll use the robot to keep them occupied while we get inside and secure the control room. We need to move quickly before we lose the chance to surprise them. Get whatever supplies you don't already have, and we'll meet in the Bailey. When we're done with this, everyone can have a nice cold glass of water on me. Let's move. All right, Rothschild, fire it up. Pride, move out!
Number 5 is online. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Mission: the destruction of any and all Chinese communists.
I'm sure you'll understand that there's far too much to be done right now. I've no time for that.
Alright, let's move out. Liberty Prime is online.
Keep that in mind the next time you feel like nosing around that way.
At least that crane still works. Alright, let's boogie. Now that's a big robot.
Democracy will never be defeated.
It sounds like you Liberty Prime do all the work.
Communist engaged. Freedom is the sovereign right of every American. Obstruction detected. Composition: titanium alloy supplemented by photonic resonance barrier. Probability of mission hindrance: 0%.
Alright, Optimus, calm down.
Death is a preferable alternative to communism. Tactical assessment: Red Chinese victory. Impossible.
I can't even pull up the, there we go. Exploded. Jeez, he's packing a lot of mini nukes. Ow, I just tanked that.
Engaging Chinese invader.
Shit, I thought Fox was a super mutant about to attack me.
Never fall to communist invasion. Communist target acquired.
Keep firing. They bleed just like anything else.
Communist target acquired.
Let's take some ammo.
Communist engaged. Obstruction detected. Composition: tactical assessment 5. Red Chinese victory.
Who has the heavy incinerator?
Communist target acquired. Democracy democracy will never be defeated.
I want that blue laser.
Revised stratagem. Initiate photonic resonance overcharge.
What was that? How just landed? A chunk of meat just went around the whole planet. Hey, watch where you're stepping there, Prime. Alright, here we go. End game. Wait a minute, I got an idea.
Just like anything else.
Wow, they all died. Free ammo for me. Huh, you think the control room doorways should be right in the back.
You again. I can't say I'm surprised. You and your ilk seem hell-bent on destroying everything our government has worked to achieve. There's nothing to stop me from killing you this time. Let's end this. You don't have to. Just stand there. It'll be over quicker and might even be less painful for you.
Who's next?
I must have selected the wrong option. I could have.
That takes care of that.
I could
By
have
now,
asked
the
him to
Pride should
stand
be
down.
mopping up whatever opposition is left outside. Let's get this room secured.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone there?
Dr. Lee.
Dr. Lee? Something's wrong with the purifier.
We're both here.
Please,
What's going on?
Answer. I've been monitoring the equipment remotely, and we have a serious problem. The facility has been damaged during the fighting. Some of it looks accidental, some of it may have been sabotage. There's pressure building up in the holding tanks. It needs to be released now, or else the whole facility could explode. To release the pressure, you're going to have to turn the purifier on. Do you understand me? It has to be turned on now! If I'm reading this right, I'm afraid there are lethal levels of radiation inside the chamber. I'm sorry. I wish there was some other way, but there's just no time. It has to be done now, or the damage will be catastrophic.
Well, so much for celebrating. One of us is going to have to go in there and turn the damn thing on. And whoever does it isn't coming back out. Not exactly how I imagined going out, you know? So, what should we do? Draw straws?
So, this is where the dumb part of the Fallout 3 ending comes. Essentially, everybody says, no, you have to go in no matter what you do. Fox, despite the fact he's a super mutant and he's immune to radiation, will say, it's your destiny, you do it, I'm not going in there. If you have Charon, the ghoul, who is also immune, he tells you, no, even though you have a contract that he has to obey every single word you say. And if this wasn't if you don't have broken steel installed, this is the ending. The game ends and that's it. This is like the dumbest thing everyone says about Fallout 3.
If that's how you wanted...
Screw it, I'm going in.
Shouldn't someone be start?
If you're going to have him start the purifier, hurry up.
Damn it, no, I wanted to go in myself.
I beg to differ. The Enclave is at the height of its power. Once this facility is operational, the masses will flock to the Enclave for fresh water, protection, and a plan for the future. The American people are worth fighting for. The future. And what would you have me do? Let you have everything I've worked to build? Let you destroy it all? And you would just let me leave? How can I be sure you won't just shoot me once I turn my back on you? I suppose it doesn't matter much now. Very well. I shall leave you to your fate.
And that's how you get Colonel Alden to stand down.
I guess I shouldn't be
Hello?
Dr.
Hello,
Lee?
is anyone
It's Sarah
there?
Lyons. I'm in the
It's
control
Dr.
room.
Lee.
We're
Something's
both
wrong
here.
with the
What's going on?
purifier. I've
been monitoring
the equipment remotely, and we have a serious problem. The facility has been damaged during the fighting. Some of it looks accidental, some of it may have been sabotage. There's pressure building up in the holding tanks. It needs to be released now, or else the whole facility could explode. To release the pressure, you're going to have to turn the purifier on. Do you understand me? It has to be turned on now. If I'm reading this right, I'm afraid there are
Alright,
lethal
we gotta
levels
listen
of
to this
radiation
again.
inside the chamber. I'm sorry. I wish there was some other way, but there's just no time. It has to be done now, or the damage will be catastrophic.
Well, so much. You're going to have to be quick about it. If the radiation is bad enough, I won't forget.
And that is how Fallout 3 ends. With you dying to a shit ton of radiation. Bye, Jefferson. Despite the fact that I was hooked up on a shit ton of radix.
If you're still there, the purifier needs to be activated now. You don't have much time left.
Also, you're on a timer, and if you don't, it blows up.
And so it was that the lone wanderer ventured forth from Vault 101, intent on discovering the fate of a father who had once sacrificed the future of humanity for that of his only child. The capital wasteland proved a cruel, inhospitable place, but the lone wanderer refused to surrender to the vices that had claimed so many others. The values passed on from father to child: selflessness, compassion, honor, guided this noble soul through countless trials and triumphs. But it was not until the end of this long road that the lone wanderer learned the true meaning of that greatest of virtues: sacrifice. Stepping into the irradiated control chamber of Project Purity, the child followed the example of the father, sacrificing life itself for the greater good of mankind. Thankfully, when selected by the sinister president to be his instrument of annihilation, the Wanderer refused. Humanity, with all its flaws, was deemed worthy of preservation. The waters of life flowed at last, free and pure for any and all. The capital wasteland, at long last, was saved. So ends the story of the lone wanderer, who stepped through the great door of Vault 101 and into the annals of legend. But the tale of humanity will never come to a close, for the struggle of survival is a war without end. And war never changes.
We did it. And now we go into broken steel.
The Brotherhood is at your service.
The Enclave is retreating. We have a location that isn't going to help at all. We have enough
mean comatose. After all this, to be left in a state like that? Careful now, careful. Don't move too quickly. Everything's fine, you're safe. You're in the Citadel. I was starting to think you might never wake up, despite assurances to the contrary. I've been coming down here every day to see both you and my daughter. It's good that at least one of you has recovered. Yes, yes, she's fine. Oh, she will be. I appreciate your concern for her, but really don't worry. You've been through enough. It's all right, you're safe now. You're in the Citadel. There was some sort of energy spike as the purifier started. You and Sarah were knocked unconscious and brought here to the infirmary. We've been watching over the two of you for days. I'm glad to see it's paid off. Indeed it did. The tidal basin is full of fresh, clean water now. We've been working to see that it's distributed to as many people as possible across the wasteland. In fact, I'm hopeful that soon we won't be referring to the wasteland any longer. None of this would have been possible without the efforts of both you and your father. I doubt we shall ever be able to truly repay you. Yes, we most certainly did. Between your help in destroying their headquarters and their subsequent defeat at the Purifier, the Enclave was thrown into disarray. Liberty Prime has been assisting our forces in removing any remaining Enclave forces. Just about 2 weeks. Don't worry, we've been taking good care of you. Well, that's really up to you, isn't it? The Brotherhood has a clear plan of action. The remnants of the Enclave must be swept away. The Pride has been working to this end ever since we took the Purifier back. The only remaining question is whether we can count on you to help us. Indeed. We can use every able body available to us. To that end, I'm going to circumvent our standard recruitment procedures and declare you a Knight of the Brotherhood of Steel. Before you do anything else, please speak with Scribe Rothschild. I'm sure he'll be pleased to see you again. He can brief you on the details of the last few weeks, as well as where our efforts are focused now. I understand that you've been through quite an ordeal, but the sooner you can talk to him, the sooner we can put an end to all this. Oh? Have you learned something? Vault 87? Where you found the Gek? We've never been able to penetrate the radiation surrounding that area. This information is invaluable. Well done. My child, you see... The Brotherhood has taken over control of the Purifier and is managing distribution of the water to the people of the wasteland. If you travel there, speak with Scribe Bigsley. He's heading up the on-site operation.
So that's what it was. I didn't know why there was a plasma gun just sitting there. It's the Mr. Gutsy. Where is Fox? I wonder. Right, well, either way, we're gonna call that there, because that is the main story done, and all that's left to do now is Broken Steel. And we are out of here.